Where am I? Oh, no, it looks good.
My tan's well better than yours.
Can we colour grade it and drop the contrast slightly so the black stays black and I don't look so fucking pale?
Welcome to Micro Moments.
Thank you.
Who we got here today?
Kristian Raine Thrall. Most people know me as KRT. SMP artist.
How long have you been doing SMP for?
6 years, January the 5th, and it's flown by.
Yeah.
Proper flown by.
So you did it, well COVID, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just before. Did a 3-day course, went into it completely blind, didn't know what I was going into, and then fell in love with it.
Something I haven't wanted to ask you actually, what did you do before SMP?
So I've always worked in gyms.
Okay.
I was a national sales manager for a company where I would work away Monday to Thursday. I used to love it. Company credit card, company car, bit of a diva, so I always stayed in a hotel at a spa. And I would implement sales techniques and tactics. Not only sell yourself as a person and get across who you are, but also the product and the end goal. That massively has transitioned from my previous work into SMP.
What's the best life advice you've kind of followed? Don't have to be work related, it could be finance, it could be anything.
First one that sticks out is that there's always a way.
Yeah.
Because you can apply that to everything.
Nice.
I'm more of a problem solver as opposed to just, there's an issue, what should we do? I'm more just let's be proactive.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's always a way.
If you weren't doing SMP, what other career or creative path could you see yourself doing?
I probably would have continued within the fitness industry. I wouldn't have been a personal trainer, but I would have still worked within the sales or the managing of gyms probably.
So what's something you learned about yourself after becoming an SMP artist?
Probably believe in yourself and stick at what you're doing, because I think, and I pass this on to my trainees, you're not going to have loads of clients knocking on the door.
Yeah.
You're not going to have 6 figures in 1, 2, 3, 4 years. It's something you have to work at. So yeah, I'd be persistent. That would be the one thing. Stick at it. Be persistent.
One thing I always see is the barrier to entry is so low. People just think, right, I can do it and just smash life. But it's not the case. You have to.
If it was that easy, it'd be everywhere.
Exactly.
And everyone would be doing it. And it really isn't as easy as just doing dots on people's heads, which I know some people think it is. But there's so many more technicals to it. Yeah, persistence is massive within this industry. And you will get to that end goal, but I wouldn't put a time on it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do so much in year one. Year one is, I tell this to my trainees, 1 client per month. That's it. No, if you can get more, amazing, but focus on just 1 client per month. If you have to do 4 sessions, 5 sessions, so be it.
Yeah.
But focus on that one. Then work to the next month and next month, and then you've built up 12 months of persistence. You've built 12 months of 12 clients minimum, which then builds up a portfolio. So then you have different types of clients, whether it's density, hairline, scar camouflage, alopecia, whatever it may be. If you build up those 12, it then sets you up for year 2 to promote yourself more.
So this is a question that I do believe it, I don't. I try and live by this, but it's hard. How do you maintain a healthy work-life balance?
You can't.
That's what I thought.
You can't. But that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Like I am, as are other artists, I'm sure, and yourself within your business, obsessed. And I think you have to be, and it isn't a 9 to 5, but there are things that you can balance. So a non-negotiable for me, except today, is I always take my little girl to school.
Yeah.
I can't pick her up because I normally have 2 clients a day. So as soon as I've dropped her off, have my first client, then the second client, then it finishes the day, and then see my little girl, see my wife, then it's to the gym. So it's constant. Saturdays are just a normal day. It isn't a weekend because that's part of getting the clients in. But then you reap the rewards. That's the biggest thing for me. You know, I might be putting in lots of hours. The wife might be taking a little bit more slack at home with the little one and the family and everything else in between. But the greater goal is, if I can work more clients come through, the brand gets bigger, and then we can have a better life.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think with our situation, it's similar in that sense where I make sure I've got to mine and my daughter time is morning time to get it up. We spend time, get her ready, breakfast, take her to school, then I hit the gym, and then I get into work and I just go all out, and then evening time can obviously depend.
I think you have to be.
You have to, yeah. Moving on to my next question, have you ever turned away a client, and for what reason?
Yeah.
Specific
quite a few, actually. I've probably introduced this more in the past 2 years, where, top tip for everybody as well, if you do want to take on a client, let them know that you're a client that I want to take on, as opposed to you're here, you have hair loss, I can do it, you can automatically book in. I've switched it. Yeah. So part of my consultations are, I'm going through it. Is the client want what I do, which is natural, which most of it, they're there because they know that's what I do. If they turn up and they want a box edge up, that's fine for any artists that do that, but that's not what I do. So they're already walking into it knowing that natural is what I want to do. But I then say to them, you are a client that I'll take on, which then gives them credibility in me, and then that's how I book them. So those are the ones I've booked. Ones that I've turned away, density, too dark in terms of the ink shade based on the client of who they are. So I'll have some potential clients that turn up and they'll show me other artists' work, which is fine, I have no issue with that. But I look at it and go, well, that's too dark for that client. That's too oversaturated for that client. I actually had a client who showed me one of my work. It was done by somebody else, and then I'd lasered the work off. So I did a before and after. It was a guy, it was real edged up, it was really oversaturated. Then I did 2 laser sessions, did the before and after, looked great. And he messaged me and said, he screenshotted it, said, I want this. And I was like, but that's what I've lasered off. And he's like, no, I want that. And I'm like, but that's not SMP, that's wrong, that's botched. He's like, no, I want that. Red flag. You're not for me.
Red flags are the hardest one. I think my wife's a permanent makeup artist, and I always have these conversations with her, and it is, you need to make sure, like you said, the narrative has to be on point, and you have to be confident in what you're
you both got to align.
Yeah, you have to.
Massively.
They need to, yes, they want that, but you need to advise against that. You can't just say, yeah, cool, I'll do it, because then most people can do that. Do you know what I mean? You need to set yourself apart by saying, look, I wouldn't recommend it. I don't think you should be doing that. I think you should, because you're the professional at the end of the day. You're the one who's done this work.
The way I think of it is, do I want to put my logo on it?
Exactly.
And put it out to other potential clients to see it. And if I don't want to put my logo on it, I won't do it. It's not worth the instant money. Because the long term is the stress.
Oh, it's not, it doesn't have to be SP really, it probably isn't either. But who's the one person you look up to the most and why?
So there's this one guy who, he was a client. He was a client through a company that I work for, and he's a real genuine guy. He's somebody who doesn't want to earn off the back of you. He's somebody that doesn't want to ride off your name. He wants to just help because he's that kind of person. A guy called, can I name drop?
Go for it.
His name's Louis Hayes Davis. He's the CEO and owner of Damon Barber. Now Damon Barber is like a premium men's kind of grooming. It's hair products, it's beards, not that I need it, but it's hair products, which I do. And he is just a genuinely nice guy. He's someone that I've lent on before with how I should go about certain things, or trainings that I've done in different areas, and I've kind of lent on him about what could be done, the business side of things. So yeah, Damon Barber.